Those two cauliflower purees are identical. The cooking of the beef, identical. So I think that's a really impressive job. You've obviously listened, Aaron. Congratulations, Aaron and Liza. It's going to be a tough call to make.
There's less than 5 minutes to go and my praline's not setting hard enough. Mine's not set. So it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get it on the plate, which means Diana won't be able to put hers on and it's going to throw out the balance of the dish completely. I don't think it's going to set. We might have to leave it off.
OK.
We were talking about blitzing the praline, putting it in a rin mould and rebaking it into a twill. There's no way I'm going to be able to rebake this thing in time. So we blitz it and we'd use it like that rather than the disc.
OK.
So it's going to have to be served as a powder rather than a circular twill. I'm just praying for a miracle so I can get it on a plate.
Guys, you've only got 3 minutes left. Double check, triple check, quadruple check. Come on.
Aaron!
Yes.
Are we plating?
Yeah.
How many shiitake slices? How are we putting the salad on?
On the plate.
In the bowl?
It's not.
Sarah and I are starting to plate up, so we're making sure we communicate very well because it's not just about taste, it's about presentation too.
Well, let's carve the quail now.
Yep. Sarah and I are about to carve the breasts off the quail.
As I'm carving into it, I notice that it's quite well cooked where the skin is, and as it rests even further once I've cut it, it might just go over, and I'm really worried about that.
I'm just trimming up the quail just to neaten the edges.
Same, yep.
Overcooked quail will be dry, it's tough to eat, and that's the last thing I want to put up today.
What colour plate do you want to use?
Maybe the white because the brown butter sauce.
Plating today is so hectic.
I'm putting my asparagus on the plate now.
Yeah, in a triangle.
What?
In a triangle.
What?
The triangle.
Yeah.
I'm screaming out to Carly.
Asparagus is stacked.
I can't hear you.
It's getting so frustrating trying to communicate.
Do the nori across the middle of the plate.
My line's pretty thick in the middle, just so you know.
We have such a basic, simple dish. It has to look identical when we bring it up to the judges. Otherwise, I think we'll be up for elimination.
1 minute, final touches!
Sam, talk to me.
I'm going to put my quenelle on now. I've got a clear idea about how this dish should look and I'm trying to communicate it to Diana. 3 slices of peach.
Where?
Smear of cauliflower steak halfway along it.
Okay.
Time's nearly up, and the last thing that needs to go on the plate is the onion rings.
Aaron!
2 on one side, 1 on the other.
I think we're putting 2 onion rings on one side and 1 on the other, but it's not actually that clear. We just need to get stuff on the plate because time's nearly up.
Cooks 30 seconds. Yes, come on.
Sauce in a bowl.
Yep. Aaron!
Yes.
Listen!
It's absolutely crazy at this point.
This is terrifying.
The last thing I need to do is dress it. How much of the dressing?
Tablespoon and a half.
Yeah. Eloise says to put on a tablespoon and a half, but time's running out. I just grab a spoon and put on a spoon and a half. I know my dressing's not going to be accurate, but I've just got to hope for the best.
My praline's finally set hard enough to blitz.
10 seconds.
10 seconds, oh my God.
9, 8, 7,
Sam, get it on the
6,
board.
5,
I've got my praline on, Diana.
3, 2, 1. That's it. Time's up. Cloche is on.
Woo.
Well done.
Oh my gosh. That was a screaming match.
Sorry for yelling at you.
Sorry for yelling at you too.
I'm trying not to get my hopes up, but geez, I'd love to avoid elimination and I don't know what it is, but I really, really want that reward.
Interesting challenge, isn't it? Because the secret of good communication is to use as many different mediums as possible. And we're very visual as human beings. We want to see what we've got to do. And of course, they've got to replicate a dish without seeing what each other are cooking. How do you reckon they would have gone?
I think even more important, they can't taste what each other's done.
Yeah.
You're removing sight, and you're removing taste, and you're removing touch and feel. So really, you've just got your ears, and that's hard. Ears and knowledge.
You know what? At the end of the day, you want the prize because we know what it is. It's gigantic. You don't want to be the bottom 2 teams because tomorrow's elimination is going to be brutal, and you don't want to go home yet. Let's get the first pair in.
There are a lot of nervous smiles between Tamara and I as we walk up with our little cloches. It's so important that this quail is cooked identically and perfectly. We're not going to know until we take those cloches off.
What's the dish?
It's a pan-roasted quail breast with mushrooms, snow peas, and a ginger and spring onion sauce.
I just want to see what they look like.
Yeah, so
I really
do.
Oh.
Wow. Wow.
That's very close.
I'm surprised. I think
I'm
we
really
did pretty
surprised,
well.
yeah.
Very, very good, guys. Let's not joke around here. I mean, you had no visual whatsoever, and it was all about communication, and you've done a great job.
You've certainly done really well on the look. Now it's a matter of deliciousness and how close you match the flavours.
Well, let's find out.
How's that quail cooked?
Yeah, great. Yeah.
You know, number one, it's a delicious dish. It's really, really yummy. And I'm really pleased that the quail breast, beautifully coloured, both the same cuisson, so they're both beautifully pink. Very, very good.
You go to your side tomorrow, you taste, you go to your side, and then I just push them together, and what I'm getting is the same thing, and I love that.
There's a tiny difference. Sarah, your spring onion and ginger condiment is a little bit saltier, and tomorrow's yours is a bit greener, but really just minuscule. Really impressive job. Really good.
Wow. Awesome.
That's great stuff, isn't it?
Well done.
We are super happy. I think we've done really well today, and you know, most of all, I actually really enjoyed this challenge. I couldn't ask for anything more.
Eliza, Aram, you're next.
Taking the dish up to the judges, and it's all going to come down to how well we've cooked the steak. We've tried to coordinate it to be exactly the same. I'm just hoping they're both identical when the judges cut them open.
So, Aram, what are your dishes?
It's a steak with cauliflower puree, a parsley sauce, and onion rings.
What are you concerned about under the cloches?
The plating particularly, I guess, would be what I'd be most nervous about.
And I suppose the other key thing is going to be how that beef's cooked. What do you want it to be, Eliza?
Medium rare.
I have no idea what Aram's looks like.
Shall we see?
Yeah.
Come on.
It's all starting to hit me, you know, top 10. I don't want it to be my first elimination.
Oh my. Aram, are you surprised?
The alignment and stuff might be a little bit off, but I'm really happy with how similar the components look.
I think that's pretty impressive. And the colour of that sauce, really good, both cases.
All right, good luck. Pretty close. It's identical, let's be honest.
That's very
It's great.
good.
Yeah, really, really good. I'm surprised in all the tastings they've been so close, or as close as they have been. The main differences between the two are so subtle, and probably the biggest difference is the two purees. One's a little creamier, and the other one is very much about the parsley. But that's all I can really pick out.
Is the dish simple? Well, I don't think so. You've done a piece of protein with 2 different purees and some onion rings. So I think it was actually a very clever choice.
Yeah. Those 2 cauliflower purees are identical. The cooking of the beef, identical. So I think that's a really impressive job. You've obviously listened, Aaron. Congratulations, Aaron and Liza. It's going to be a tough call to make.
Thanks.
Make no mistake, this was a tough challenge. It's hard enough to cook identical plates of food when you can see and taste each other's dishes. But when you're cooking blind, not easy. Today, we were looking for 2 teams to go into tomorrow's elimination. If I call your names, please step forward. Callan and Eloise. Diana and Sam. Callan, Eloise, Diana and Sam, you're in tomorrow's elimination, from where one of you will be going home.
Tomorrow's going to be tougher than ever in the kitchen. No matter who goes home, it's going to hurt.
Right, the good news and who wins that unbelievable prize. First up, let me just say the rest of you did an amazing job. So this is where it gets a little bit interesting. It was a split decision.
What?
Gary's vote went to Tamara and Sarah. Matt's vote went to Aram and Eliza. So who did I vote for? Tamara, Sarah. You're the winners of today's challenge. Well done.
Well done.
Oh, I forgot.
Oh my God.